guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Jen, but I just wanted to remind you of two quick things before we get into it. So first of all, I have created a 61-page ebook for those of you aspiring to move from England to Canada to become a truck driver, whether you've been driving for 10 years already or you're a complete rookie like I was. You can follow my step-by-step guide. We go through everything from getting your visa to budgeting, finding accommodation, locating a good truck driving school, how to navigate passing your test, crafting a resume, and finding a job. You can download the ebook by searching the link bit.ly/England to Canada, or find it in the description box below. And it's available for only $19.99. Also, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon. For a small amount every month, you can help to support the channel. You get early access to videos, behind the scenes content, additional bonus videos that you don't see here on YouTube, and you also receive special shout outs at the end of each video. So go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon. But right now, guys, let's get into the video. When I turned 30, I decided to completely change my life. I quit my job, left everything behind, and moved by myself from England to Canada. Follow along with me as I embark on a new career as a truck driver and build a new life whilst trying to navigate through the highs and the lows of emigrating to a new country alone. My name is Jen and welcome to my channel. Hello YouTube, fancy seeing you guys here. Welcome back to another video, and this week I am taking my very first meat load. So right now I just got to the yard. It's about 3 p.m. This morning I had a nurse's appointment. I have a low immune system, so I've started on immunoglobulin infusions, which is basically taking plasma from a healthy person's blood and putting it into my blood, and it involves 3 needles to the stomach for about 2 hours to let the infusion happen. So stomach's feeling a bit tender today, but I'm sure that'll go away by tomorrow. So I'm just gonna do all my checks and everything, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna hook up to a trailer that is already loaded, that's going locally to somewhere just like an hour or some change away. And then I'm heading over to St. Catharines, Ontario, which is funnily enough where I was going to move to originally before I settled on Mississauga. I'm going to pick up a load of chicken pies and then cross into the US. But when you take meat loads from Canada to the US, it has to be inspected usually. So I'm gonna go through that for the first time, and it's gonna be new for all of us involved. So let me crack on and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Okay, so we are all fueled up with fuel, because I did that last time when I came back. I have a habit of driving around the whole yard and then it ends up being there. Oh, this is us right here. First trailer, 908, right there. So this is a reefer trailer, but it is not turned on. It's just a dry load. So we're not doing anything refrigerated today. That is the fastest I've ever found a trailer. Normally I'm looking around for ages. Whoa, there she goes. Tug test. Yeah, we're all good. Okay, now I'm gonna hook up. So I'm just going to check that the handle's in place, locking pin is in place, so we're all good. See you, buddy. car delivery in Orangeville. I have found the place. Luckily on the map it takes you to the car entrance round the corner on the other road, but I looked on Google Maps and I saw shipping and receiving was round the corner on another road, so I made it here thankfully. I didn't record anything, so I was on the phone to my mum. Sometimes when I get nervous I call my mum and she like just sits with me. So I've got the bill of lading. We're going to go and ask them which door to back into. Okay, so he's given me door number 1, which is to my right, and I have to blindside back in, so we'll see how that goes, shall we? This is like my first proper blindside manoeuvre, so I'm a bit nervous, but I'm just going to pull way forward and give myself as much room as possible. Oh, you know what? Sod it. I've got enough room to turn around in a circle and then I can just back in my way. Yes, why am I making it harder for myself? Let me just do a U-turn and back the truck in. Now, back wheels past the truck. Got to put a bit of angle on. Oh, Jen, you've got it. You've got it. Yes, girl. Come on. All right. Now, I'm gonna open the doors. Actually, pretty perfect. Okay, we are in. We're getting loaded right now. And that's not bad. I'm pretty happy with my lineup there, to be honest. It looks fairly even on both sides. Oh yes, we've got another truck coming in now and I've already parked up. Oh, this is going to be interesting seeing how he does. I am so glad he was not just watching me. I hate it when other trucks sit and watch you. I had the guy in the loading bay, but that wasn't too bad. He was all right. And I did it really easily. But that decision to swing round was definitely the right one. Like, rather than trying to blindside back in, that would have been really tough. So yeah. Okay, so this is where we are. And this is where we're going. So I actually have to go past home, which is about here. Round here, there's some bad traffic through Burlington. Down, 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 all the way into St. Catherine's, which isn't far from Niagara Falls, which is right here, which we will not be going to today. We are crossing at Detroit, so it means coming all the way up and this way, and then we're going into Ohio. We've got a 2-hour and 10-minute journey to get to the Husky truck stop. Apparently there's a few spaces, so we're going to park up there for the night. Okay everybody, we are unloaded and we are out of here. Okay guys, so we're heading to the Husky travel stop in St. Catherine's. We have 2 hours and 6 minutes to go, and we are sat at a stoplight if you hadn't already noticed. Yeah, there we go. Nicely done, Jen. Oh, not a roundabout. Oh, never mind. Hi, roundabout. See ya. I'll probably have to do the roundabout tomorrow, but that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Where the heck is this truck stop though? Oh yes, we are here. We are parked up for the night. We can go on Sleeper Berth. So it's now 8:45, which means we're crossing to the US tomorrow, so I will need a minimum of 10 hours sleep, which means we can get up at 6:45. So 8:45 to 6:45 I can go on duty, but I won't need to go on duty that early because I'm not collecting till 9 AM, so I'll probably try and get there for 8:30, and I don't think we're actually that far from the collection, so yeah. Anyway, I look really evil with the iPad light like this. So yeah, let me just boom, boom, solid. Love it. Alright, I am going to go in and have a look around, see what we have here, and just get comfy for the night, so yeah. I actually miss not having a reefer running because like the reefer engine really relaxes me. I sleep the best when my reefer's running continuously all night. Okay, well this one is new, very patriotic with the flag flying, helping our highway heroes. That's very sweet. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a wash, brush my teeth and get comfortable for the night. Good morning guys, so I'm just gonna get ready to have a wash, but look at this shirt that they've given me from work. How cool is that? That is stunning. That is some amazing merch right there. So I'm gonna be wearing this today. Okay guys, look how cool this t-shirt is. Okay, never mind. No, still not working. Wow, what a view. Look at that mountain. Well, small hill, but pretty. Alright guys, good morning. I have my coffee. The trailer is pre-cooling to -10 degrees. I don't know if you can see it, but look at that view. I don't think I'll ever get tired of a view like that. Oh, these are definitely the perks of the job. Like when you wake up to a beautiful sunrise or you're driving to a beautiful sunset, it's just chef's kiss. Okay, I'm gonna do my pre-trip and then we're gonna head to the collection, which is about 17 minutes away, so yeah. So this is my shirt. I think it looks really awesome. Wait, boom, yeah. What about that shirt? I have such a cool company. I love my company. Pre-trip is done. I'm just gonna wait a couple of minutes, see if I need the washroom again before we go. Oh, look at my lovely bed as well. But I think that looks really cute. Look at that, my happy little ghost is still here. Oh, I love my truck. I think it looks really me. For those of you wondering if the spooky decorations are gonna come down after Halloween, the answer to that is absolutely not. No, they're staying up all year. So, I have a lovely gentleman helping me because I don't feel comfortable doing a blindside back when there's a million cars in this parking lot, so. Okay, wheels are chocked, brakes are applied, transmission's in neutral, the vehicle is secure. Okay, now to plan our next leg of the trip. Okay, everybody, we are good to go. I just have to pull forward, close the doors, and put the seal on. That should be good right there. Yeah, you've given it me, yeah, thank you. Okay, well I just had a wasp in the cab, which is like my worst nightmare. So I had to make sure he went before, and I think he's gone. I can't see him, but I didn't see him leave either, so. Anyway, right, we are off to Windsor. Our next stop is to go to Staples in Windsor to get our veterinary certificate, because apparently when your load has meat or something, it has to have like a certificate. So, just let this car go first. should have, because I had to yield to him. And he just shook his head at me as I went past, and I'm like, what reason would you have to shake your head at me unless it's the fact I'm a woman? Like, don't like that. It's not very nice. We move on, it's not that big a deal. Right, so we've got about 4 hours and 37 minutes to go to Staples. I've looked on the map and it doesn't look like, it looks like a regular parking lot, but apparently they do let trucks in there. So I'm gonna have to find a place to park the truck, which I'm a bit nervous about, but I'm not even gonna think about it for the next 4.5 hours. Okay, you guys, we made it to Staples, so we have to go ahead and print our documents out and then head to the border. So let's go. That's where my truck is. That's where Staples is. This feels so wrong. Alright everybody, I've had some right weird looks being in a semi-truck in the Staples car park, but here we are. And there's a guy behind me. I've just told him I will need to back up a little bit, but I know that he's there and not to panic. Because there's nothing quite like seeing a giant semi-truck backing towards you. It's like, hold on, do they know that I'm here? I'm just going to back up a teeny bit, just so that I can swing forward and round, and it should just be a bit easy to get out of. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's quite important. Off we go, guys. I hope I'm going the right way. Oh my god. Okay, there's a few spaces down here, so we're good. Okay. Now I have to go and take my paperwork. I'm going to take my passport. I don't think I need it. No. I'll just take it in case. Alright. Okay, so I'm just walking back from the customs place, and oh my god, so it's really far walk away, because I parked quite far down the end. I forgot one piece of paperwork, so I had to sit there for 20 minutes. Then she was like, oh, have you got this paperwork? And I was like, oh, it's in the truck. Because I didn't think they needed it. Like, it was just this random piece of paper. So anyway, ran back to the truck, ran back to the office. Yeah, and it's really warm. So anyway, luckily she said I'm good to go. Some drivers have to back into the dock, but I'm going to an inspection place elsewhere. That's my next stop. It's about 20 minutes away, where they break the seal and like look inside and everything. And apparently it can take anything from 5 minutes to 5 hours. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm just going to go as far as I can go today, and it is what it is, isn't it, really? So yeah, let's see how we get on. Doing, but here we are. I'm just going to take all my paperwork and hope for the very best. Oh my god, what a day. Apparently one of the border officers kept one of the pieces of paper that I need, so I had to call dispatch, get them to resend it me. Obviously I don't really know what it is, so I'm like, there's a piece of paper I need that I don't have. But they were great, the office were great, and they helped me like always. And now I have to go to door number 5 and back in, so we'll see how that goes, shall we? I'm hoping it's not too difficult to find, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Oh, this should be fine. Basically just have to straight back in. I've just kicked up a load of dust. I feel really bad. There's people stood there. Because everybody else's tandems are slid back, and I didn't know whether to slide my tandems back, but he didn't tell me to do that, so I don't know whether I was supposed to or not. But I'm not gonna do it if he doesn't ask me. If someone comes out and tells me to, then that's fine. But oh, anyway, I hope this light goes red in a minute. That's how you know that they're unloading you. So yeah, let's just see what happens. But oh my god, what a day. I want to go to bed. It's not been a bad day, it's just been like a lot of unnecessary, like, oh. Okay guys, so I got this Karma water. It's supposed to be prebiotic water, so you're supposed to peel the cap and then all this stuff in the top like falls into the drink. So let's see what happens. Hang on. Ah, there we go. Oh, exciting. Yeah, it looks alright. It's supposed to be like berry cherry flavour. yeah, that's banging. I don't have anything in my truck at the moment for dinner, so the plan is, I think I'm going to go to a Love's truck stop about an hour away from here. Well, it's 43 minutes away. I love Love's because I get my points and I get free showers and stuff if I fuel. So I'm probably going to go, fuel up, get a free shower, park up, because by that time it'll be about, well, it says here if I leave now it'll be 5 PM, but I don't know how long it's going to take here. It could take hours, I don't know. And then I'm not delivering till 2 PM tomorrow afternoon, so yeah, I'm just going to try my best to get up and go early, but I think I've done enough for today. I'm pretty tired, and today mentally was pretty exhausting. So yeah, I'm just going to take it easy for the rest of the day. Plus, past about 6 or 7 PM in my experience is when like truck stops tend to get kind of full. So if I can get there for like between 5 and 6, then I'm doing all right. So yeah. Everybody, so this is where we are right now. We're at our delivery, just waiting for a door number. So we're in Ohio and we're surrounded by Indiana, which we've been to, Kentucky, which I've never been to but I'd like to go to, Virginia, never been to, Maryland, never been to, and Pennsylvania, I have been there, but not with trucking. Yeah, here we are. So yeah, just waiting for instructions as to what door to back up to, and then I'm waiting for further instructions as to where I'm going next. Okay everybody, so I'm at the delivery place in Jackson, Ohio. It's really lovely around here. The trees are beautiful. It's like in the hills. It's a really nice area. I originally went to the wrong place. Like it was receiving. So usually when you're delivering, you go to receiving, I'm assuming. And then when you're going to pick up, you go to shipping. That's at least what I thought it was going to be. But apparently I needed to go to shipping. So I drove out. It was really easy. I just did a U-turn in the yard, like came out the same gates I went into, turned left, and then a bit further down the road turn left again, and I'd already seen it on my way in, so I knew where I was going. I pulled into the yard, the lady checked the seal, and I am just sat waiting for a gate to be assigned because I did get here about an hour early, which is understandable. So yesterday no, I think I'm just in a bit of shock.
You will be.
Just really worried that they'll like decide not to keep me because I'm, you know, I've not officially passed my probation. Like, this could just, you know, they've taken a risk on me as a new driver, and there's me like causing problems, like, and causing damage.
Jen, honestly, there's going to be drivers all over the place. Doesn't matter if they're experienced or not. It's going to happen to everybody. Honestly, they're not going to get rid of you. They're not going to get rid of you. It happens, Jen. Trust me.
I wasn't even gonna come here. I just feel like such an idiot.
Jen, honestly, stop beating yourself up.
I know, I'm just embarrassed and I'm just disappointed in myself.
But it's all a lesson, isn't it? Yeah? Everything is a lesson.
Yeah.
You've got to do things wrong in order to get things right, and we all do it. Yeah?
Yeah.
So just dry your tears, my love.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm sorry, I just didn't want to call anyone else but you. I just didn't know what to do. I had my first bump yesterday, so yeah, I pulled into the Pilot to weigh my truck, and I was going to just sleep there. I was going to fuel up as well and then turn in for the night. So I'm basically pulling on the scales, I get weighed, and as I'm trying to pull off the scales, this other truck like comes round to the right. Bearing in mind there's not much room round to the right, you can only really get one or two trucks. And he pulls round and he just stops like in front of the scales basically. Like, there's a bit of room to get out, but not enough for me to turn and go to the fuel island. He could have easily just swung and gone into one of the other fuel islands to clear the way, but he chose to stay where he was. He's there for about 10 minutes and I'm thinking, right, I can't get off the scale here and people can't really move around him. So I was going to actually go out and talk to him, but then he gets out the truck and goes inside. And he'd already been there about 10 minutes at this point. So I'm thinking, right, okay, he's probably gone to the restroom or something. So me and all of these other drivers are looking at each other like, is this guy going to come back anytime soon, or are we all just going to sit here? Bearing in mind, there's trucks piling into the entrance, but no one can actually get in. And there's people waiting behind me to use the scale. This other driver decides that if he pulls forward and moves out of my way, then I can get round the back of the Amazon truck to pull through and just park up, because he said, are you fueling? And I'm like, well, I was going to, but I just really want to get parked. It was about 6:30 at this point, and the parking lot was starting to get really full. I just wanted to get parked up at that point because I was worried I wouldn't have anywhere to stay. This guy pulls forward very kindly, and there's enough room for me to swing around the side of this Amazon truck who's blocking the fuel islands, because there was someone ahead of him fueling up. He was waiting to use the fuel, which I get, but he just hadn't positioned himself in the best way where it was convenient for all the other people. He'd only parked in a way that was convenient for him and proceeded to go inside. He must have been inside for about 25 minutes at this point, and it got to the point where the truck that was fueling ahead of him had gone, long since gone, and he still hadn't got back. So he was still blocking people. There was a fuel pump that wasn't able to be used because he just wasn't there. So again, this guy in the other truck is like, right, let me move out the way, you can pull round. So that's exactly what he does. He moves out the way and creates a path for me. So I'm pulling forward really slowly and I'm moving round to the right, and my tractor clears the trailer, and I'm concerned because there's trucks on this side. So I'm like, right, let me do my observations, and I'm looking in that mirror. Bearing in mind, like, I'm trying to move and create space, and all of a sudden my truck was moving and then it wasn't, and I hear this loud noise, and it turns out that I clipped the back of the Amazon driver's truck who was sat parked and had gone inside to the back of my trailer. So basically in the side of my trailer I've got some damage. It's basically to the metal skirting, the side wall and some of the insulation. but the reefer wall, like on the inside past the insulation, was not damaged, thankfully. Yeah, I just couldn't believe it, and it was so shocking to hear the noise. Like, it was like I was in disbelief, and I was like, no, that has not just happened. Like, my truck was going forward and then it wasn't, and I was like, oh my god. It took me a second to realise what had actually happened. So basically I get out, I'm freaking out, it's my first like bump, and I'm like, okay, the first thing I need to do is just call my manager. So I get on the phone, and I'm prepared to lose my job at this point because I'm still on probation and I'm scared as hell, but I'm like, let me just be honest. And my manager, Mark, is fantastic. He's a wonderful human being. And the first thing he said was, don't stress, stuff happens. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm on probation and I'm new and I'm really sorry and it was my fault. And he's like, Jen, don't stress. We'll fix it when you get back to the yard. Just do an incident report and try to let it go. So he was really kind about it, which I really appreciate, because as a bit of an anxious person, I was just reeling and I felt so guilty, and I was also annoyed at myself because I know better, and I was trying to do observations. It just happened that it was in the wrong mirror, like, so I should have just looked a couple more times to the left, because my trailer obviously turns in a lesser circle than my truck does, and I know that, and yeah, my bad, completely my bad. So anyway, I'm getting out because I'm like, well, what do I do? Do I stay here and take pictures? So I took a couple of pictures. Bear in mind, I'm now blocking everyone, so I'm conscious because the guy still hadn't come back. So I'm like, well, what do I do? Do I move? Do I not move? Before you know it, I'm trying to go around the side to find where this guy is, and his truck just pulls away. I'm like, what the heck? So I'm trying to go round to find him and get his attention. He just drives off. He doesn't even go and get fuel. He just pulls straight out. So literally, he pulled in, blocked everybody for about 30 minutes, and he didn't even notice that I touched his trailer. His back door had like a little dent in the back, and my company were like willing to cover it and pay for the damage, but I couldn't even get his attention because he literally just jumped in. I didn't even see him get in because I was obviously on the passenger side, and he just must have got in and driven straight off. He didn't even stop to look that, oh, there's a trailer suspiciously close to the back of me. I'm just really disappointed and angry with myself that I made such a silly mistake, you know, but it was a really unusual situation. Like, just no one could move. Everyone was getting stressed out. I didn't really sleep amazingly. I got to bed about 9:30. Like, I went and took a shower. Very kindly, the lady in the pilot saw me crying and she asked if I was okay, and I told her what had happened. I was like, I'm a rookie driver, I've just bumped this truck, and she was like, oh honey, it happens to the best of them. And so she really felt for me. She was like, it really sucks. As an act of kindness, she gave me a free shower, which I really appreciate, because I was going to pay for one and I was stressing out because I'd already had to pay for a reserved parking space, because I basically just backed into the first space I could find after the incident had happened, and I just wanted to decompress. I'd held my composure that whole time when I was on the phone to my manager and everything, and the minute I backed into the space, I just broke down and burst into tears. That's my way of like getting strong emotions out of my body. I kind of need to like purge them out, and then I feel better. But yeah, so I was sat there and I was called my mum, called my boyfriend, called a couple of other drivers, and everybody tried to reassure me that I wasn't going to lose my job, because that was the biggest thing. My anxious brain was like, right, that's it, kiss goodbye to your job. You're still on probation and you're making mistakes like this. Like, yeah, you're not going to last very long. That's just my anxious brain. Like, my manager has been nothing but amazing about it, really understanding, very calm, kind, and very just brilliant with me. So very lucky there. But you know, these are the things that happen in your early days. Like, I am still a new driver, I'm still learning, but every mistake is like another building brick to make you a better, safer driver. So, you know, I'm just trying to take the lesson. And I called one of the other drivers on our fleet, and he said, Jen, there's not a driver I know that hasn't had at least one fender bender. You know, it could have been way worse, and I'm extremely grateful that it wasn't. So if this had to be my lesson as a rookie, and this had to be my first bump, then I'm grateful that that's all it was, you know? It's just shaken my confidence a little bit. I'm now sort of back in that fearful mindset again, and I was only just starting to come out of that, and you know, I wouldn't say I was even getting complacent because I'm still too new to be complacent, and I hope I never do get complacent. I was just doing my mirror checks in the wrong mirror. That's all it was. It was like, which one? I have stuff on both sides. Which one do I look at? So it's just a bad call on my part, but you learn. I left this morning at about 7 a.m. My appointment here wasn't till 2. I'm really proud of myself. I still managed to get here at about 12:30. I'm just sat waiting for a doc. It's now like 1:17, and then I need to find out where I'm heading next. So yeah, managed to back in really well here as well. Like, there isn't quite a bit of space to the sides. There's not that much space ahead, but I did like a 45-degree back, and I was really proud of myself. And yeah, that went well. So yeah, not completely incompetent as my brain keeps telling me. But yeah, if you guys are drivers and you've ever had fender benders or little bumps or little mishaps, please tell me in the comments down below, because it just helps to reassure me that this is a normal part of learning. It's a normal part of trucking in general. So please drop your comments down below just to give me some reassurance and make me feel like, you know, this is all par for the course. And yeah, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm probably gonna heat up my chalupas. I'll check in with you guys soon and let you know what the plan is. Okay, I swear this job is gonna give me an aneurysm. So I've just been out to check the temperature on the reefer. It's supposed to be set at -10 degrees, and I'm like, right, well, it's not -10, it's now -1. It was -4 this morning, and I'm panicking a little bit because I'm like, it's frozen stuff. Is this going to melt? Anyway, so I ring one of my other drivers and he's like, you do realise that it's -10 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's very, very, very cold. And the fact that it's gone to -1 is still very, very, very cold. And I'm like, oh, like, I didn't realise it was in Fahrenheit. I thought it was in Celsius. So there's me imagining all of these chicken pies get warm and melt. And so he said, no, it's fine. It's 30 degrees Celsius outside. Yeah, it's really hot today. So he said, naturally, as the temperature outside heats up, of course, the reefer's going to heat up. But it is still very, 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 very frozen. I just would like to go home at this point. I love my job, but I think after yesterday my nerves are a little bit shot, and I just need a little break where I'm not worrying about like weights or tandems or turning circles or observations, backing, all of it. It's a lot. Being a new truck driver with no experience, like being very green, is brutal. It is brutal. There's times it's fantastic and it's really rewarding, but other times it is just straight up brutal. I need to lie down. So this is where we are. This is what we have to work with. The docks are just over there, obviously. I'm parked up here waiting to have the dock number. But basically I have all this room to play with. I say play with, it's actually not. It's a lot of room compared to some spaces, but it could be more for a new driver. So yeah, hopefully the plan is to pull out, swing round, not too close to that trailer, swing round, go straight, kind of come right and then left to angle my trailer backwards and then back in. So we'll see how that goes later, but I'm still waiting for a dock number. Okay everybody, so we just backed into the space. It was kind of difficult because there was 2 trucks either side of me and there's not that much room to pull forward. So I set myself up as best I could, but then I thought, you know what, especially after yesterday, I'm not even going to take the risk. Like, I'm still new, I'm still very aware that I'm new, and this is the real world. I am not taking any unnecessary risks. So I just went along to the trucks, and the first truck driver that I could see sat in his seat. I went and waved to, and he wound his window down, and I was like, hey buddy, I'm a new driver, like I'm just a little bit nervous about backing in, would you mind spotting me just to make sure that I'm safe and nothing happens? And his name was Jose. He was absolutely wonderful. He'd been driving 18 years and he helped to guide me in. He helped me to understand more about just maneuvering and just all of this cool stuff. I'm always learning, and he was such a great person. So anyway, Jose was lovely and he helped me back in, helped me slide my tandems back. So that's something I'm still getting used to. I can do it and I understand how to do it, but he just helped me to explain a bit more and some tips and tricks, and you know, on how to stop jumping out, to pull the pin back and stuff. So I didn't realize that engaging the parking brake engages the pins again. I didn't know that. That's really handy. Yeah, just I'm really happy. It took all the stress out of backing in. Like, we actually had a good laugh and everything. It was a nice positive experience. Got in there first time. So, and I've just heard from dispatch, my reload location is Pennsylvania. There's a lot of rest areas along the way that I've seen, like especially around here because it's quite rural, so they have a lot of rest areas, and I'm just going to try and drive maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours possibly. Yeah, we're going to aim for a rest area tonight because I'm freshly showered and I feel great after staying at the Pilot yesterday. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a bit more food. I might do some editing or whatever, but as soon as I get my address through, I'm gonna start trip planning. So, oh, and I think that was it right there. Okay, I'll catch up with you guys later. This is my lunch. We are still waiting to get unloaded. I can tell we've not been unloaded yet because my trailer hasn't been going like this. So he did say it'd be a while. So I had my second chalupa from Taco Bell. It was very delicious. Okay, everybody, so we made it to the rest area that we're staying at tonight. It was only 33 minutes away from the delivery because it's now 8 o'clock at night and I only had an hour of drive time left. There was another rest area 33 minutes down the road from here, but that would have only left me with like 30 minutes to find another space if that rest area happened to be full, which it probably wouldn't, but I don't want to take the risk because if I go over on my driving time or just need to stop on the side of the road, I'm not comfortable with that. So I think it's better to play it safe, stay somewhere like proper, like a rest area, and just get up early. The earliest I can go on duty tomorrow is 6 AM. Our loading time, our appointment is like 11 and it's 4 hours and 10 minutes away, so technically that gives me an hour's grace period. I do need to fuel up, but obviously within that time a lot can happen. There can be traffic, there can be delays, but it is what it is. At this point I get there when I get there because I was at that shipper for 6 hours and it really just like destroyed any driving time I had left. So I'm feeling much better now. I'm not as like wound up and anxious as I was yesterday. I'm still very cautious, but I'm not as anxious, which is nice because anxiety never helps. It just makes you fumble around and feel like a mess. So, but yeah, I'm feeling pretty positive. I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm gonna get some rest and I'll see you in the morning. Yay, I've got my dinner cooking. We are rock and rolling. I'm having Korean rice tonight. back on a hill. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, too much angle. Okay. Now I'm just gonna get out as soon as there's no one here. Oh. Come on, little truck. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. Hi, buddy. Sorry. I'm just trying to back in. She said like start backing but don't go all the way back, so no. How do I straighten up? I'm not sure. Right, bring it this way again. For God's sakes, they're gonna get really mad at me for taking so long. Yeah, now this way. Yeah. Straight back. I have no idea if that's okay. I'm wonky as hell on, like my tractor is like this, but I think I've got it. Oh, this was hard. I'm so glad no one else was here. Yeah, this really isn't my finest work. You can see the line on the floor just like disappear under my trailer. That side, I'm not straight at all, but I am lined up to the door though. And I can hear people walking around on the back of the truck, so it should be fine. And just wait here. What is... Yeah, and I don't want to have to go all the way around to the front again, because by the time I've gone to the front to ask them can I pull forward, they're probably already started. So yeah, I'm just gonna... It was fine. I'm just gonna stay here. Unless he comes out and asks me to get straight, then I will. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do my trip planning. So we're getting loaded with 22 skids of mushroom spawn. Then we're taking 11 of them to a place in Ontario and 11 back to the yard. Then someone else is going to pick them up and take them to Manitoba. Hopefully that will be over the weekend whilst I'm off. So yeah, let's do some trip planning and see where we're going next. so fine, but like achieved it. So right now we're gonna go into sleeper berth. There is my salad, and I'm gonna watch some Bridgerton probably. So okay guys, good morning. It is Friday. It's 50 minutes away from the Detroit border. Got all my paperwork, all my documents ready to go. I have done my pre-trip inspection. I have obviously gotten up, had a wash, and we are ready to continue our day. It's 5:53 in the morning. I'm hoping we can make some really good time today. I'm just going to do my DVIR report and then we can head off on the road. There's no signs reminding you of that, so I went down a road that was closed at the end. So anyway, I've just tried to back down, and luckily I've seen a truck yard to my right on this random residential looking road. I've just run down into the yard, knocked on the door and said, hey, I'm really sorry, I'm in a truck, I've accidentally gone the wrong way, sorry I was running. Do you mind if I just swing round in here? And he said, no, that's fine. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just do a little U-turn. What a lucky find that, you know, I'm able to swing around in this yard. Oh, look at that. Look at that, beautiful. What a lovely man. Thank you for letting me. If he hadn't have let me, that would have made things very complicated. So thank you, sir. Oh, what a nice man. Oh yeah, everybody, we made it back to the yard. Okay guys, so my truck is currently over there. Some of the skids offloaded onto another truck that's going to Manitoba. So I am going to take the opportunity whilst I'm waiting to wash Martin with the jet wash. Okay, so we're just moving some skids from my trailer to the other trailer that's going to Manitoba. This is staying here, and also this is getting repaired. Oops. I'm just going to fuel up now and drop the trailer and get myself home. And a shout out to our wonderful patrons Viv, Ian, Jilly, Melody, Dave, Angelique, Matt, Lee, Peter, Roger, Brian and Jonathan. Thank you guys.